how you all doing? Well, today I'm hanging out with Mr. Tranquility himself. Trikytee in the building.
Hello. I'm good.
Ooh, and you had to come through with a bandana. Give me G's. What's up with this bandana?
We know the story. You know the story. You know it already.
Really?
You know, my hairline needs work, so I was like, let me just start covering it.
Oh.
And that's how the bandana thing came up, just like that.
All right then. Now let's talk about your Big Brother Naija experience.
Yes.
And why you even decided to audition.
Okay, so for me, and I know I'm right, Big Brother Naija, the platform is the only platform where you could go in and in 2 months' time your life has totally changed. You know, so I know like I needed that in my life. I do a lot of things, you know. I work, like in terms of my work as a filmmaker, and I make music too, you know. So I had a platform to be seen and heard, and Big Brother Naija just came through. Like that's the very platform. Like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. My second time, I did like last year.
Oh, okay.
I was there, 2 million of us. I didn't get in. I went for an audition. I didn't get in. I tried again this year, and boom,
we got it.
here I am.
Nice. Now let's talk about going into the house. Did you have a strategy?
Nah.
Oh, really? Just for them to show.
Being me is the strategy.
Oh, okay.
Just being myself.
That was
yeah, exactly. So the same me in the house, the same me outside. No contradicting personalities. Not like, you know, inside you're cool, outside.
Yeah.
Nah. Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense. Now let's talk about, you know, the in-house experience. What was that like for you? Dealing with all those craziness, all those crazy people and crazy personalities.
It's like nothing you've ever imagined. Like you can't even understand it from the outside until like you're inside. You know, it was a crazy experience. Like I wouldn't trade it for any amount of money. Trust me. I wouldn't trade it for any amount of money. You know, meeting new people, you know, living with them, you know, in the space.
And bonding.
You know, bonding. Then there's free food and constant lights.
You always mention that.
I need to add that. I can't forget about that. You know, mad cruise, man.
All right.
It's so amazing. Yeah.
That makes sense. Like you're one of the very few housemates that did not have a relationship.
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
Yes.
Or is it that you just didn't see anybody that you fancied?
It was intentional.
Why was that? They weren't fine enough, or they weren't your spec?
I know that fine. I find girls now.
Okay.
I find girls in it. I don't know.
Okay.
But I am already in a relationship before I went into the house. And I'm a loyal person. I believe in loyalty.
Wow.
Loyalty. So yeah.
So nothing could sway you?
No.
Nice one. Now, let's talk about the moment where you stood. Like, you got 9 lives. Because,
yes,
you know, you kept standing and standing
again
and like,
again.
If I was in your shoes, I were in your shoes at that point, at some point I would have given up. I'm like, you know what, Big Brother, you know what, let's just leave. Let me just, you know, let's just help these people. How did you feel standing up every week, back to back?
Okay, so in my head, I was like, you know, I don't think about the fact that I would stand up until Sunday itself.
Okay.
So I just put it somewhere in my brain and lock it up and lost the keys until. And after I started the night parties, I was always dancing because just in case, peradventure, this is the last party.
Exactly.
The last party. Let's enjoy it. Yes. So.
You need to take it to London because all this here.
I have to go to London. London. I should go to London,
Central
please.
London, to be
South
precise.
London.
All right.
Birmingham, Peckham. Yes.
Okay. So you just thought that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So then it's on Sunday, and I started thinking, hey.
You might go home today.
Oh my home. I might see my home. You know, yeah. So every Sunday I had this like, you know what, I could go or I could stay. But I already had it at the back of my mind that whatever happens, I would just be grateful for, you know, whatever happens. And yeah.
Wow. Did you think that you were going to stay that long in the house though?
I didn't.
You were getting evicted.
Exactly.
Almost evicted.
After the second time, I'm like,
probably be here for like 1 more week.
Maybe next week. I'm getting cab services
exactly
home, you know. Yeah.
So why do you think that, you know, you stayed a while, at least up until the 9th week, I think?
Yeah, 9th week.
Yeah,
first day of the 10th week.
Exactly.
So it's the grace of God.
It has to be grace.
It's grace, the grace of God. Child of grace, son of grace.
Exactly.
It's I don't think it's the doing of man that I stayed that long, because something will just happen. Either they ask me to save me,
exactly,
or that people decide to vote me, you know, or something will just happen that actually, you know, make me stay another week. So yes, it has to be God.
Of course. Now let's talk about your reign as head of house. That was a cruise.
The flexing regime.
That was a cruise.
Yeah.
Now, why did you decide to choose Laycon as your deputy? Was that strategic, or you just thought, "I'm my guy"?
It's not strategic for me. It wasn't strategic because we're in the house. We didn't even know what was happening outside. So, first off, at that time, in terms of picking a deputy, I actually put Laycon up for eviction the week before, and for me, it's always hard for me. So if I put you up for eviction and you survive, I'm like, thank God. So I'm always looking for a way to like maybe
make it up to you.
Exactly. So, and then Laycon is a cool guy, and there was a time we were discussing. I was like, now wow. So we will come up for this house. We'll consider deputy that HOH house. We're like, but I was like, no worry, not yet, just chill. You know. So when they have, I'm like, how will I pick? I'm like, other people, everybody that have actually been to the house a couple of times, they've been over there. And I'm like, okay. So, and Laycon is a cool guy, but I don't get wala, you know, that cruise on your own. So, I picked him.
All right, makes sense. Now, your friendship with Wathoni was one that, we kind of thought something might happen there. Because you guys were quite cute together.
Oh, really?
Until she started to have something with other people in the house.
Yeah.
But I thought that you guys were quite cute. And you always made her laugh. So how come you never pursue that?
When you're dating, you're already in a relationship.
What else? What else are you looking for outside?
What is being guests are bloody? You know what I mean? Just joking.
All right, that makes sense. Yes. Now, looking back at your stay in the house, is there anything you would have changed if you had a chance to go back?
No, nothing. Okay. I didn't change anything. Like, I believe that everything happened as it was supposed to happen. So me living on the 9th week was supposed to happen. So that's why I really didn't feel bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know that it was supposed to happen that way. So why would I change? What I'll call God's plan.
Exactly.
God's plan. Exactly.
All right. Now that you're out of the house, has your impression of any of the housemates changed, or your opinion of them?
Not yet, not really, because I've not actually seen. I've not even had time to go back and watch a lot of clips and stuff. Yeah. I'm not seeing people say stuff online, and I'm not somebody that I don't form opinions from what people say. I form opinions from what I can say that I know. Yeah. So right now, I think I'm cool with. I think I know as me as a person, I'm cool with every housemate. I don't think if I see a housemate say or do something make me change the way I think towards him, because I feel like we're playing a game.
Exactly.
It was a game.
Oh.
You need to understand that that's not real life. Inside the house cannot be real life. You can't be eating free food like that in real life.
Exactly.
You can't just be like that, and it's not possible. So yes.
That makes sense. Yeah. Now, speaking of real life and games, do you think that any of the relationship in the house is actually real?
I don't know. That one is subjective. But like I used to always tell them in the house, I told them countless times, I said, these relationships will be tested when you leave the house, because inside here, you guys have a soft landing. Like we say in Pidgin, everywhere is soft.
Exactly.
Everything is a cruise. There's free food. There's no phone, no distraction. No girl is sending you news. No girl is coming. No guy is telling you, baby. There are no distractions, nothing like that.
You're
so
just focused. Yeah.
So it's when you leave the house, you actually know, if this thing is real or it's not real.
It's not real.
That has been my stand and remains my stand.
All right then. I mean, looking back at the housemates, the ones still left in the house.
Yeah.
The top 5 finalists.
Yeah, top 5 finalists, my people. Much love to the top 5, my people. Yeah.
Exactly. So, how would you rank them? Come Sunday, who do you think is going to be number 1, number 2?
Okay, it's not about me thinking, it's about numbers. It's not about me thinking. So, but from the numbers, like when I saw the votes that got me out, that's what they did to people like me.
Really?
Yeah. So I'd say Laycon, the icons, they have him on lock. Okay. I really respect them. I like the kind of work and energy that they have towards him. So yeah, I would say Laycon has it. But like things can change, things can happen on their hands. So but from the numbers, statistics that we see already, yeah.
Laycon. How about number 2?
Number 2, that's a tough one. Right, I know it's between Nengi and OTT Dora, between both of them. So I really can't say, because they both have like strong fan bases, Okay. Yeah, so I really can't say, but I know Laycon and 2 of them are right. There's a tie between 2 of them. Yeah.
All right then. Now that you're out of the house, what are your plans moving forward?
Moving forward, ahead, like we always say. So I'm just going to focus on what I do already. I'm a creative. I make films, So I'm going into that, making more films, television drama series, making content for my people on the gram, you know, making more music, putting out more music.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
That's nice.
host a couple of events, you know.
All
Host them with
right.
my personality. I like to pour a,
Exactly.
like, you know already.
Of
So yeah.
course. And
But
then, you
that's
know,
it.
Tranquility has to, you know, come in.
Tranquility, as usual. Tranquility, as
Anyways, it's
usual.
been so much fun hanging out with you, Triky. Thank you
Yes,
so much for doing this with me.
thank you.
But final words for the fans.
Finally, my tycoons, the tycoon. I always say this any day, anytime. No tycoons, no Trikytee. Like, I really am not in without the tycoons. So everybody supported, future supporters. I love you all so much. Like, thank you. I'm not in without you guys. So I would say I love you to pieces. That's my word. I love you guys to pieces. Love you to the moon and back. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you. I love you so much.
All right, then. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
this
much.
was very brief.
It was very brief, you know.
Too Exclusive TV.